Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 19. This is the last unit in your Cloudport information. We are going to do some more lessons after this, but this is the last unit. This isn't going to be a very long lesson today because it's a very short unit in your Cloudport information, which is kind of ironic because this is probably going to be the unit that might take you the longest. This is going to be a big one for you to do. So let's have a look now. In this lesson, we're going to be covering the end of term assessment and the end of term TMA. So the end of the term section is split into two parts, starting with the first section called the end of term assessment. This is in the format of a multiple choice quiz and is the same as the midterm assessment quiz. For that reason, I won't be going over how to take this in great detail. I did that in the previous lesson for the midterm. So if you haven't seen that, then go back and have a watch. In that video, I break down every single part of this quiz into very small detail. So if you're all worried about the technology or if you struggled with the last one, go back and have a watch at that video. But for now, I'm going to assume that you've already taken and submitted one of these quizzes, so you don't need me to go over it again. This is a screenshot of the quiz that you will take with the questions blacked out, so no cheating. You'll answer these questions to the best of your knowledge, bearing in mind, as we've said before, that you're looking for the best possible answer to these questions. You might think that more than one answer could fit, so pick the best possible answer. You'll be given 4. Once submitted, this test will tell you immediately how you've done. You'll get your answers back from this straight away. You get as many tries as you like on this, so just give it a go, just keep going until you get the recommended 85% or more. If you notice you are really struggling on a question or a particular topic, I suggest then going back over that area of work again, read a bit further on it. Use this assessment as a tool to spot the gaps in your knowledge and learning. After your end of term assessment, we have the very last step in your Cloudport information, which is the end of term TMA or the tutor marked assessment. Again, you should be familiar with this screen and the process of how to submit this, as you've hopefully already done the midterm TMA by this point. If not, further in-depth information is also given out on the midterm lesson video, so give that one a watch. Whether you remember that assessment well or not, though, you always need to read over the rules and guidance. Always read those over again. Let's go over those together now. So download or print the TMA question paper. Do not write your answer directly onto the question paper. Your answers must be produced in a Word document or a PDF. Any hand-drawn element can be inserted into the document using your mobile phone by inserting an image. Alternatively, handwrite your exam and scan the document, creating a PDF. So you've got two options here. You can print this out, write on it and scan it back into a computer, or you can just write directly onto the document you've downloaded, write directly onto the PDF. Whichever works best for you is fine, as long as the document you submit at the end is a Word or PDF file. Nothing else will be accepted. Upload your answer document or your scanned document to Cloudport as a single document. The maximum upload size is 5 megabytes. So you might sit this paper in as many chunks as you'd like. You might take it all in one go, or you might sit it section by section. It's entirely up to you. But whatever you submit must all be in one file. Don't save each section or each sitting individually. Once uploaded, your tutor will be notified and will mark your paper, giving feedback and guidance within 10 working days. We're going to come on to this, which months are quicker than others for turnaround time in a minute, but do bear in mind that you could be waiting 2 weeks to get your paper back. Once marked, you will be notified by email and only upload papers as Word or PDF. They're the only ones that will be marked. So once again, make sure your work is handed in correctly or your hard work will be for nothing and you won't get it back marked. Full instructions here on submitting TMAs. Please view the guidance document in the introductory section of the course, which is what we're going to look at here now. So you can find this on the introductory section. At the very top of your Cloudport information, you'll see this link called TMA Guidance. Again, we went over this in depth before. I won't do so again, but just as a reminder, there is some key information to read here on how you submit your work if you're having any trouble, and a really useful graph here to show you which months of the year have the shortest and the fastest turnaround times. Obviously, the busiest times will be around the exams, so do not leave this until the last minute. treat this TMA like a mock and take it a while before you sit the exams in order to work on the feedback that you receive. So in your TMA document, when you've downloaded it, you'll be greeted with this page first. This is the front page of your extracts booklet. This contains all the extracts you'll be using in this test, which in this case is 2 texts. They won't be ones you've seen before, and you won't need to have seen them before. After the extracts booklet, if you keep scrolling down in the same document, you'll find this exam paper. This is the type of paper you will be sitting yourself, so familiarise yourself with the layout and the rules on the front. It'll be easier to do this now than in the exam when you're anxious. Take note specifically here of this part, which tells you which sections you need to answer all the questions in and which sections you don't. If you're unfamiliar with this, go back and watch the lesson on Unit 8, Section A and B of the exam, and Unit 13, Section C of the exam. So it says here on the booklet, you can see answer all questions in Section A, the question in Section B, and 1 question in Section C. We talked about Section C in the last lesson, last one or the one before, so you should be familiar with that one. So just as a quick recap though, what do each of these sections contain? What are their questions based around, and what are they marking? Section A is reading, Section B is reading and writing, and Section C is writing. This is the same as it will be in your real exam in the same layout and format. So what do you need to remember about this TMA? It may take you 10 working days to get back your marked assignment with feedback. So don't panic if it doesn't come back to you right away. Don't submit it too close to your exam. Remember, it might take 10 working days to come back, so bear this in mind. Don't leave it too close to your exams to sit it. Don't take it until you are ready either. While you don't want to leave it too late, you also don't want to sit it too soon either, before you've given yourself time to complete all the units and feel confident, as this is the last marked assessment before the real exam. Lastly, set yourself a time. You don't have to set a time here. You can go over these answers as much as you like, take as long as you like over them, but that isn't going to give you a realistic idea of what you can accomplish in the time you'll get in the exam. And your feedback won't be as helpful either. Try and give yourself a similar time to what you'd have in the exam, even if you're going to break the paper down into separate chunks to sit. Writing against the clock will give you a better idea of which bits you struggled with and which bits you felt confident enough answering. So thank you very much. Told you this one was going to be a nice, short and sweet one. I hope everybody enjoyed that, and I hope you all got something useful from that. I know nobody is at this stage yet in this group, but good luck if you are. Give it a go. Good luck.